welcome back to our back to school night. My name is Miss Michelle, and I will be your child's teacher this year. At back to school night, we review what we're going to be learning about this year and class expectations I have and behaviors. Here is my handout that I created regarding our class expectations and behavior. So, to begin this, in my classroom, we work together to create an environment where everyone feels safe, valued, and respected. My goal this year is to help every student reach their potential while fostering respect, responsibility, and cooperation. Listed below and on my website as well will be my class expectations for students, for me as a teacher, and for all stakeholders such as parents, therapists, outside providers, social workers. So, some classroom expectations that I have for my students is to respect yourself and classmates. It is very important to learn how to be respectful to other people as well as yourself. You need to know how to say please, how to say thank you, the proper way to talk to people, because it really shows who you are. I will be respectful to my students and teach them how to be respectful to each other and back to me as well. Another one of my expectations is to take responsibility for your actions. It is very important to take ownership of something that you did by mistake or behavior. For example, if a student in my class was throwing a toy and hit someone, they need to take responsibility for their action and accept the fact that they may have consequences for throwing a toy and hurting another student. Another one of my expectations for my students is to be active in learning. It is very important when you're learning a topic to be engaged in what we're learning about. I want all my students to be active in their learning and want to learn all the material that I will provide for them through the school year. Another expectation I have for my students is to maintain a positive attitude. Yes, sometimes you might not want to go to school, or you don't like some things like classwork and homework, but coming to school with a positive attitude makes your day better and makes everyone feel better. For the year, every morning I greet my students, good morning, how are you, what are you looking forward to start off their day right, and end the day with have a great day, I'll see you tomorrow, thank you for joining my classroom. My last classroom expectation for my students is very important, is to follow classroom routine and structure. At a young age, it is very important for a child to set a routine, whether it's at home or at school. Routines is how a child will work best. For example, the routines will be when you come to school, you hang up your backpack, you hang up your jacket, you take out your classroom folder, you do the morning work, and so on. When you follow classroom routines, you will succeed better. And the same thing with rules. I expect all my students to follow all the classroom rules and behave. Every morning we do go over the classroom routine and rules, and they are posted all over the classroom as well. As a teacher, I also have expectations. It is very important for me to be supportive for my students and encourage them to do things. For example, I may have a student who does not like to read out loud to their classmates, maybe because they're scared, but I want to encourage them and tell them, you can do this. It's okay to make mistakes. Everyone will get a chance to read out loud. And I will support my students in every possible way I can. Another one expectations that I have as a teacher is to always stay involved and communicate. Communication is key and very important for me. It's important for me to communicate with you guys, the parents and guardians, and the students as well, and other outside providers as well. For example, any questions or problems you guys have as parents, you feel free to reach out to me. That way I can best assist you in any way possible. And it is very important also to communicate with my students as well. Someone feels sad, okay, why do you feel sad? Communicate with me. That way I can better support you and help you. Another one of my expectations as a teacher is to help encourage independence. You want your children to be as independent as possible and not rely on everyone or on you. I want to encourage them to be independent. Oh, you can do this by yourself. Things like that. And my last and key important expectation as a teacher is to promote positive behavior. I want my classroom environment to be as positive as it can be. Feel welcoming, they feel safe. I don't want any negativity in my classroom. Sometimes it does happen, but we always flip the negativity into a positive environment. For example, behavior. When a child does something very good, like, oh, great job sharing with your friend the toy. Great job sharing the toy with your friend. That was nice sharing. That's an example of promoting positive behavior. You're making the child feel good about themselves. One last thing is also classroom expectations for everybody. That is also the same thing. You need to stay involved and communicate. Any questions you guys have or concerns, you communicate with me. That way I can best support you. And you want to also encourage growth and be supportive of your children. That's how they will learn. I as a teacher, I want to do the best I can for my students as you guys would for your children as well. I think this year is going to be very good for me and both your children, the students, and we will work together so they can be as successful as they can. And once again, if you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me and please reach out and look on my website as well. Thank you for listening and coming to Back to School Night. I'm looking forward to a wonderful year. Thank you.